Hey, what's going on, guys? Box here, and today I wanted to make part 2 of my measured move video. So in the first video, I tell you what kind of measured moves I use, and I showed you some examples of them. That is where most people stop. That's usually the end of the line. Well, over here, I wanted to show you them in action. I wanted to show you how they really look with the anxiety of trading the hard right edge of the chart. And so I recorded some of my days last week, and I wanted to show you some cool trades that I did based off of measured moves. Is this all my trades last week? Of course not. I had a ton, this is just one of the days, but this day specifically, I used tons of measured moves along with MarketSpy, and I thought it'd be really cool to actually show it in real time. So I didn't get these. I wasn't streaming in time, but as you can see, short, add another contract short, take profit, take profit. So now that we are here, and where did I get that from? I measured these and projected it down. And so this was a measured move in itself, but I didn't get it on camera. I forgot to start recording. So next, what it led us to was we didn't have continuation to the downside. We've in theory swallowed this candle. So we're looking to close above this. As long as we can close above this and not blow an important low, we want to trade to this direction. And this is my catastrophic stop. If we close within here and we're dinking around, I'm going to get out, but this is in case we have this to the downside. And so as you could see there, that was as simple as a measured move, right? We measured here to here, projected it up. We expected us to get up here, but we had that nice pump. She got 8, we got up there again, double, triple top, and now we've came to break a low. So what I've done is I've immediately drew this range. Why? Well, measured move. Range, if it breaks, not only did the bears stop this, we should get one to the downside. And again, you got to keep in your mind this line here. This line here is that original measured move. But what I'm trying to figure out currently is who is in control of the market, because it seems off open we ripped down, but look at that immediate stop. So now we're kind of sitting at that 50%. So if we close above here, I want to be bullish. But if we make this measured move down here, we know the bulls were weak. And so as you can see here, I'm trying to figure out who's going to win. And if we get above this high, we expect this same range break, but to the upside. What's kind of neat here is I measured from here to here, L1, connected it to the low for L2. Why did I go long here? Well, imagine that range break measured move we had, where we measured here to here and projected down, but to the upside. So that is here you go. There it is right there. So that's what we're looking for. And we expect the bears to stab here, because if they don't, we're going to go here. Why? Because they stopped the bears. So the bulls should at least get one to the upside. And again, as long as we hold above this, we're okay. But it's scary in real time. You guys are seeing it in profit, at a profit. It would have been nice to have an entry down here, but we know there's a possible L2, and we know the measured move is here. And so I was trading on the way to that measured move. But what I didn't like about that was when we blew the high, we came all the way back in and then dojied. And this is where we expect a possible reversal. So I just didn't like how that looked there. If we come back down here again, hold it, and have a bullish engulfing, I'd probably get back in. Why? Because we still have that overall upward bias. We have L1 could equal L2. We have the range break here, but notice how hard it is for the bulls to get up here. This should not be this hard. If this truly was going to go, it should go. But look how hard of a time it's having. So we know even if we are bullish, these bulls are weak. They're very weak. And look at that. Nicked it, bullish engulfing. Entry should have been there for that quick play to that measured move. but I'm not that fast. This is the 1 minute time frame. I'm not that fast. But notice that in real time, here was our 1-to-1, slammed it, and now we're coming back. You see the weakness of the bulls here? If these bulls were strong, they should be hammering that. They should be hammering to these next levels, but they're not. See, we've now formed another range. When we break above highs, we're coming back into them, weakness. Close above a high, come back into it, and break a low, weakness. So we're already, from back here, we've known these bulls are weak. And so now look, we're setting up for our very first bearish MM. All right, let's make some sense of this real quick. We had a V, down, up, project up. They could not. Came down to it, tried to hold it. You can see I bought it here. And you think, well, why buy it here? Well, we came into this V. That is our deepest discount upon candle close. I buy it. Why? Because the RR is all the way up here. So as you can see, it came down and I ended up getting stopped out. Well, if I got stopped out, that is a short opportunity. We just don't want to close back in here. And it can go up there as far as it wants. It don't matter. We just do not want to see a close above this line right here. And this is the crucial part about the measured moves. Use your indicators. I don't use measured moves and then MarketSpy. I use MarketSpy with my measured moves. You're only seeing my execution screen, but I have this up here on another screen. So this is just kind of, and look we're under baseline 1. We've closed above. We aren't getting follow through yet, but we are under baseline 1, and we know the cross of EQ3 and our value line will give us tons of support for our trade. And notice, now we have a new measured move. Up, over, down, break, close below, roughly our target. And of course, here's a low here, so we do expect bulls to come in. But again, I'm not buying and swinging. I'm trading in the direction of with confluence. We get to this low. I should have taken profit there. Granted, we have this coming, so we know that this is going to have a bearish move to the downside, but I'm the kind of person who likes to take money, take money, take money. And then on the candle that comes up, go short again, take money, take money, take money. But with all these close lows here, I was thinking we were going to have an aggressive push. And there it is, took my profits. We went short here, the thing you just saw, and that's where we took our profit, was down there. And so now you're saying, well, it's a triangle. It can go either way. There's no edge here. There is. Where's the edge? Down, over, up. We broke this. We have a tiny scalp here. And since it's so small, notice my contract size. My contract size goes up because the distance is so small. And I'm going to be getting out of this extremely fast if we come down here. If we go through the bottom of this candle, I'm out of here. There's just another drawing of what I'm looking for. And so once we get up here, I'm not trying to play a break out of this. That's not what this current trade is. This current trade is specifically this measured move here. And I was hoping for a wick through it. I should be taking profit. Yep, there it is. Why? 1, 2. So not only do we have both those measured moves there for resistance, we have the value line. But that was cool just to kind of see, even though we were in a trash range, the measured moves still gave us targets, right? Up, over, down, break it, close under, short, hit the target perfectly. Down, over, up, close above it, get long, perfect. We now have this measured move. I didn't have time to draw it, but down, up, over, down, break it, project. So I'm looking for a quick scalp down, which is why anytime you see more contracts, it's because the move is small. and I'm trying to exploit that small move. And you can't see it perfectly, but basically, since this section here broke up over down, since that broke, we're probably going to this section here. So up over down for now a bigger measured move. And of course, I'm taking everything into context, right? We had a triangle, break out of a triangle, failed break of a triangle, measured moves not holding. We should be bearish. And then as you can see, once we get on there, I take that profit. But you see how it's all on top of each other. None of this is in a vacuum. None of this is, oh, it's a measured move, take it and trade it. None of it is that. This is EQ3 is crossing over value that's going to make us chop, aka accumulation. Because either it's going to be bought up and shoot it back up, or it's going to be suppressed down and it's going to dump it. But we know there's going to be accumulation here. Well, how do you trade that when all the EMAs are tight and your symbols aren't what they need to be? Well, measured moves can help there, and then use it with. So your measured moves will give you your bias, and now the indicator will tell you when. Notice the color change on MarketSpy here. And then the perfect punch out right to the low. Notice how scary, but what's MarketSpy telling us? There's a buyer here, so I end up holding my long. Did I get stopped out? Yes, I did. Stopped out here, bought more, stopped out there again. But as long as you keep at it, and when you finally get your hit, you take that hit, it's going to pay you. So yes, I took some losses here, but when it finally goes, it more than makes up for it. And there it goes. Buying the bottom ain't easy, boys. It ain't easy, boys. But did we take a stop out? Yes. Took another one? Yes. But we finally got back into her and we were able to exploit this big move. Losing here to here, or excuse me, losing here to here and here to here isn't enough to make you unprofitable when you catch these legs. And notice, now we have a measured move again. Down, over, up. All right, well, we have down, over, up. Let's get long. Why not? We just saw when MarketSpy was on there, where we reclaimed baseline, which was this move here. We got above all of these. So as long as we stay above here, our overall target is roughly around this high. And so as you can see, we're already 2 contracts in. This is exactly what we want to see. We want to see it go down, stab. That's what we want to buy. And then we want to see it continue up. Based off my measured moves, I thought about closing that trade. That's a big old bear candle. But in context, 1, 2, 3 pushes, broke out of the top of it, baseline 1. So what do? I grab a couple more contracts and I'm waiting for the push. Right? Look at MarketSpy. We're above baseline 1. We get a break in the train. This is a good place to average in if you are going to. Now I'm 2 contracts. But you saw my measured move failed here. But I'm looking for the reaction. We stabbed inside of it, but are we getting downwards momentum? Are we losing baseline 1? And I was looking to buy baseline 1 if she gave it to us. But this is a confluence, right? Measured move, that would have been a stop out. That would have been wrong. But we're above baseline. We get a break in the train. CR says this is where we buy. Nice pump into EQ3, but we're getting more flags. So this is scary. We don't know if we're going to get continuation or not at the moment. We just got our support from EQ1. What did that video I talk about? Once we pump, we look for our immediate buyers in EQ1. And look it, there they were. Bing. But my measured move alone, I would have gotten stopped out here, right? Because here it is, down, we close below, but MarketSpy said, no, this is just a good buying opportunity. Okay, wonderful. Now we're at, I am not trying to fight value while all the EMAs are under. I'm not interested in that. So I thought that was like really cool to show the MM failing, but your indicator being your overall guide. And that was this, by the way. We were just zoomed in. So now it's down, over, up. We have another buying opportunity. This is these in real time. They're scary, man. They're scary. You're buying a top, but you have clear rules. You have clear rules. Once we get here, we can draw another one. Down, over, up. As long as we stay above, we're okay. And as you saw there, it was a nice little, I don't know, 1 something. It was a good candle, and it's based off what? Well, the bulls stopped. Not only did they break a low, they stopped them in their tracks and closed above the high. It's worth a go. And yes, you're only expecting here. So I got out 2-3 points early, but I always trade on the way to it. And look it, now we have that new measured move I was telling you about. And people say, well, Box, why don't you just hold this trade all the way? Because if this holds, you stay in it. And then if this holds, you stay in it over and over. Yes, that is an amazing way to ride the trend, but I'm not there in my journey yet. Here's my plan upon taking this trade. So when we get to my plan, I'm going to execute at my plan. Hard close above this wick. Well, now your stop is way down here. I don't like that trade. And I think I'm realizing here I shouldn't have been in it. Which is why you see my hand floating over this. I know here was my entry. Why we're $100 away from where I should have got in. Why am I buying this? I either have to endure all of this pain just to wait for it to go back up. So you can see I'm still working on this, right? I'm still developing as a trader. And now I turn on my indicators and I know we're still above baseline 1. So all hope is not lost for this. Bulls have shown some strength. We're still above baseline. This could still be okay. And this is what's so awesome about them together. Measured move, this one here, ends up failing. We get a deep stab into EQ3. I average out and save the position. We come into EQ1. You see I buy more. And now, once we get into EQ3, I'm going to buy more again. So yes, it's a failed measured move, but MarketSpy, right? EQ3 is above value. Baseline 1, baseline 2 are in the bullish stance. Any stab down, we expect minimum a rotation back to the high. So yes, these numbers are getting a little rough here, but watch what happens when we get this hard stab based off MarketSpy. Look how much strength is here. This would be our next measured move. We would need to blow this and it would give us here. And so we know bulls are going to be here to defend, and we got EQ3. Any hard stab, I'm buying. So you just saw that gnarly stab down. I'm buying that. And I'm just looking to save this. I'm not looking to hit a home run. I'm just looking to save this position here. And if we lost this, I'd be done. I'd be out. But you see the nerves in real time, and you see me doing it in real time. And you see the thoughts behind it while this was real time. And I think that is what's most important about all this. Measured move failed. I could have cut it here for a loss, but we add based off MarketSpy. Good stab into here. I guarantee if you highlighted that, I got the wick. And what do we get out of that guy? Because you don't need a lot. With this many contracts, you don't need big movement to get a nice little chunk. 160. Save the position. Why? Because MarketSpy. The MM failed. MarketSpy saved that. But I hope you see the confluence. I hope you see it together, and I hope you enjoyed. Box out.